What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? We're Sharper tapping in 10 and Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cook, cracking the same here at 10 and Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. That good knowledge you ain't thinking about. It's called Legito Big Dog. Tap in with that tap in to make sure in fact tap in with that good. Tap in. Hit us with a like, with a comment, with a good subscribe. Everything we got going on here at 10 and Trap News Network. It's that news you can use. It's that good knowledge though. You ain't finna get nobody's Calogito. Tap in with the tap in to make sure in fact tapped in with that good. Tap in. Hit us with a like, notification bell. Hit all for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Let's jump into this content, man. Young and Jefe talking about this situation with P-Face. Let's get into this content.
I feel like it's more of just like a chill vibe, even though obviously the people try to conflate every single thing that happens into some huge beef. Let's talk about that. And Jefe, as P-Face made his exit from the podcast the other day, he stated the name of his hood a little bit loudly, and people tried to act like this was a mark out. We spoke to P-Face. He made it very clear to us he did not feel like that's what that was at all. He was just saying where he's from, and that's how he said it. He made it clear to us he has nothing against Jefe. Did not intend for it to be like.
Yeah, I don't think P-Face really had any malice or came with any flu flare, skullduggery, and larceny. I think P-Face might be a victim of some circumstances
Like that. And also, as an aside, DC Baby Draco did do another interview with P-Face since I interviewed him. The clips are rolling out now, but he did do an interview with him in which P-Face further apologized for having ever used the N-word and said shit like that in the past, which I respect that. A lot of gang members are kind of apology adverse for obvious reasons, but he's making it clear that he don't stand on that shit.
I mean, like I said, man, that's like you said, that's the internet. So when you clean in these streets and you solid, they gonna look for any moment or anything, you feel me, to try to bring you, you know what I'm saying, down. Like, when we was right there, I never looked at it like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I asked him, he came over there, like, this the thing. He came over there.
I don't think Young and Jefe really ever saw it as a threat or as a problem or something that quote unquote needed to be addressed, because Young and Jefe don't really seem like he don't be, like he said, this Young and Jefe don't care about nothing but what the check say. And that ain't what the check say. He don't care about what it say. You feel me? So, yeah, I think that with the P-Face, him and P-Face's interaction, I believe that was blown out of proportion. But I think that was blown out of proportion by the No Jumper staff to take away from the fact that they continuously platform Mexicans who say F-hard ERs. And whether it's on accident, whether it's on purpose, whether they have a change of heart later on in life, they have yet to platform any black person that has had hatred towards any other race, because black people typically don't move in that type of direction. And yeah, it's just interesting how that continues to happen. So, the P-Face, Young and Jefe exchange was one thing, but him saying F-hard ERs and then that continuously being the type of people that goes on a No Jumper is what continuously gets swept under the rug. That's the part that they don't want to talk about.
Himself shook my hand, and I asked him his name. He like, P-Face. I'm like, where you from? He like, Compton. I'm like, what hood? He said his hood. He just banged his hood pridefully, you feel me? Like, I never took it as no disrespect or anything like that. So that's why I never even paid attention to what the internet was saying. Like, even when you had told me that No Jumper, you know what I'm saying, wanted to spin a narrative that P-Face marked him out, like, shit, let him go ahead. I'm not mad. Shit, I know he didn't mark me out, you know what I'm saying? But on some real shit, that was some solid shit of him to come out though, to even speak like, nah, that wasn't what that was. Y'all trying to spin that narrative and want me to run with it, but that wasn't what that was.
I think also that moment is just a very typical LA moment that happened throughout the city 10,000 times a day, all over the place, that most people don't really have a glimpse into, so they don't even know how to take it. Like, it's some exotic.
Somebody open that front door for somebody from.
To me, it's like, it's.
Well, with that being said, it's like, it's part of LA culture, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a matter of how you go about it after that moment.
It was what it was, just how you described it. You feel me? Like, it was what it was. But a lot of other people, they, like you said, the internet, they gonna see that and misconflate and think it's.
I do think we were all a little surprised at the intensity of the way he said his neighborhood. Like, it just came out like, whoa, like,
honestly, bro, I said it right there. Y'all said it was 18, and I said, like, he sound like he fresh from juvenile hall, and that's how he just sound like somebody that bang at that age. That's all it is.
It was also
he sound like some juvenile hall banging.
Right. Well, I can also acknowledge that it wasn't intentional, but it was probably a bad idea for me to have just surprised. Hey, this dude's coming on the podcast. Obviously, you know all about him, but he actually wanted to be.
Obviously, Lush knows that he says F hard ERs. Obviously, Lush was aware of that, but whatever.
Introduced to Munchie and Ant beforehand, before we started the podcast, and that somehow got missed, didn't happen. And especially given that he has this weird controversy in the past and everything, it's like, I definitely should have clued you guys in more to what was going on before he was on the podcast. I was just geeked up in that moment because I had just interviewed him. The interview got done a half hour before we got on camera, and his energy was so good. Anyone who's watching clips of the interview, I feel like everybody's going to understand what I'm talking about, that interview is crazy good energy. That kid is fucking hilarious. So yeah, it was a little premature on my part.
I mean, yeah, that's what I said. We walked in the building. Y'all was just coming out of this room right here. When I was walked in the building, so I know you was just fresh off an interview, you feel me? But like I said, that's...
Now notice how YOUNGANTJEFE made a point yesterday to say that there was never a side conversation where he was telling Adam, the P-face that is, was telling Adam, hey, I would like to meet the other guys and all this kind of stuff. He was like, no, I was right there. That never happened. So let's see if Adam brings up that right there, to considering that YOUNGANTJEFE has already made it clear to us that was a flu flam and a larceny, and that never in fact happened.
Not because I was out there with y'all.
That's just the internet, they gonna always, feel, some type of way. And like I said, man, I can't be running with nobody else's narrative. Definitely when I'm here and know what I see and what's going on, you just let motherfuckers think what they gonna think.
I do think it's cool that he apologized, especially being a part of hip hop culture and him, being as a rapper and wanting to continue to pursue a career. And he's a talented kid. He's raw. You feel me? So him wanting to continue to move and having that respect for the culture to issue that apology, I think that's a stand-up act.
Yeah, I respect it. I mean, especially because those videos, he was like,
Adam, you respect it. You're white. You notice how the two black men at the table have yet to say really too much about it?
Quite a bit younger when he was saying that.
Did y'all talk about that interview?
We talked about it, but I definitely didn't know the scope of the shit that had been said in the past.
What did that mean? You didn't know the scope?
We only talked about this one clip where he was basically arguing with a black dude on Instagram Live. The black dude is calling him the bean slur. He's calling him the N-word. And then I guess somebody went in and cut out all the clips of the other guy calling him the bean word. And so it just looks like he's just on Instagram Live screaming the N-word at some dude. But then
they're justifying why it's okay for him to be screaming F-E-Rs. Got it.
No, that he had ever had any kind of NK arc or whatever came before. I'm not, I appreciate growth. So it's if he was on some racist shit and now he's not, and he's apologizing and saying that, but I wish I had emphasized that more in the podcast. Unfortunately, I didn't do enough research.
Yeah, I never heard of P-Face before though, until that day. Until he introduced himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was everyone's first time meeting, as far as them. But ultimately, as long as
it seemed like everybody's, again, Munchie and Jefe are alluding to what we're all thinking, nigga, what the hell? But nobody's really gonna call it out too much, and Adam's sweeping under the rug. It's clear that Adam doesn't want to talk about it. It's a read the room type situation.
the motherfucker shows accountability, to me, that speaks volumes. A lot of people aren't willing to do that. Like you said, Adam, especially in the gangster world.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers ain't trying to, shit. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Period.
Yeah, but I want to know, was the apology because it's growth and you don't feel that way no more, or is it because you're rapping and you got to be around this demographic? You know what I'm saying? Don't be apologetic because you on some hip hop shit and it's like dominated by black people.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
That's a good point.
I don't know him, never, and I ain't never had no conversation with him. And the interview you talking about, I ain't checked it out, so I can't really fill it out though. But I hope it's genuine. That's all I'm saying.
All I'll say is, I think that a lot of us in previous generations that are y'all's age and above type shit, if there is,
it's a pretty interesting dynamic because it makes you wonder what is the motive behind the apology, especially considering the fact that Lush continuously finds himself in a space where he is around these Mexicans who say F black people.
footage of a lot of us when we was young as hell saying some dumbass shit. Like, man, like we're lucky. Motherfuckers is lucky they didn't have cameras.
You're an N-word controversy waiting to happen.
Well, I'm not a hard R controversy. Like
They
I
don't
definitely
care.
like. No, I mean, there's like,
They don't care.
I definitely.
BLM don't care.
What? That shit's been existed. Like, you feel me? That's
Oh,
what it is.
okay.
Yeah, that's what.
But if they got another good one right now, you could be in for a wild week.
I mean, like, I'm not gonna.
I don't know. Why do you think you're
to-
safe?
It's not about me being safe or not. I'm not trying to encourage.
All right, man. We about to the next one. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. It's free. Having no angel, so he's free. We got.
Change the way you walk. Conversations in the bank will probably change the way you talk. I'ma always be right here and I will never leave you lonely. You can rest all of your fears cause I always got it on me. They took me from you once. You showed you was a rock. Speak on my demise, but the devil is a lie. 6 bloods in and we only getting higher. See the love in your heart, but your eyes full of fire. See, I used to wonder about you, but I know now. It's Gucci bags when we land, how it go now. Real shit, a real bitch and make you slow down. I beat it up and take a break and go some more rounds and then we go some more rounds. It's gonna always be some rain, so the roads got umbrellas. I'm stressing with the homies in the town with them fellas. Gonna always take the pictures, I'll tell you when to post it. Gotta keep my eyes open, cause I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. But baby, keep a secret, she'll die before she tell it. I went and got a bag by myself, they call me selfish. Gotta keep my eyes open, cause I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. But baby, keep a secret, she'll die before she tell it. I went and got a bag by myself, they call me selfish. Gotta keep my eyes open, cause I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. Baby, keep a secret, she'll die before she tell it. Gotta keep my eyes open. See, I started as a dealer, then I finished as a dealer. I could put you on the beach in the middle of the winter. You and Nina sister wives, cause this shit can get tricky. Niggas frontin' like a trailer, turn that bitch into Matilda. Stepping on these niggas and I came into a feet first. 12 on these Balenci's and these bitches make my feet hurt. Rich nigga problems every day, I live a movie. You could fight in H&M or you could ball with me and look. She asked for a hoodie, so I let her wear the Gucci. Next day when she left, I ain't tripping, she kept the Gucci. It tastes like food, I even had to lick my fingers. And that pussy so good, I had to save me some for later. Diamonds on your neck, see them dancing on your haters. And they talk from the bottom, but you up, you can't hear them. You taking all the pictures, I tell you when to post it. Pistol on me and I'm focused, you ain't tripping, you a hold it. Cause you know them niggas jealous. Yeah, you know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. But baby, keep a secret, she'll die before she tell it. I went and got a bag by myself, they call me selfish. Gotta keep my eyes open, cause I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. But baby, keep a secret, she'll die before she tell it. I went and got a bag by myself, they call me selfish. Gotta keep my eyes open, cause I know